Alright guys, so after months of wait, OnePlus has finally released an open beta update based on Android 12 for the OnePlus 8 series. And I have my OnePlus 8T right here. So on that note, here is the Android 12 based Coloros 12 and here are my initial impressions with it. By the way, before we start, a tap on that subscribe button would really motivate me in making more videos like this one. And in case you wish to watch this video in Hindi language, here is a card to the BitTech Hindi channel as well. First up, so it is a build from the open beta program in China, and this one might get OTA updates as I can see the changelog here, which is in Chinese and on translation will look like gibberish to us. So that's alright I guess, and I'm hoping for the best here. Also this one still has a lot of bloatware, some of which can be uninstalled, so keep that in mind as well. And by the way, the process to install this one and even rolling back to OS 11 is really simple and it is mentioned at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that and make sure you take a backup before trying this, as it will not format your data, but still do keep a backup. First up, right from the boot animation, you get this new OnePlus boot logo. Moving further, as I said, there is a lot of bloatware inside this ColorOS. So I had to remove a bunch of useless applications and some of these even push notifications. So you can turn off these notifications by long pressing on them and click on this turn off notifications option. And this will basically hide them forever. The home screen and UI here looks something like this, and they should have kept the OnePlus icon pack at least. Anyways, for what it's worth, the animations feel a lot smooth and overall UI is snappier with better haptics at places. And you will feel all that right from the launcher itself. So while I'm not a fan of this far from stock UI, it seems well optimized, and for now I did not see any issues in the UI. Though I'll make a video after using it for some days, so stay tuned for that as well. Also this one comes with January 22 security patch, so that's a good thing too. And starting off with the benchmark test on this ColorOS 12 Open Beta 1. First up on the Geekbench, the device had a score of 921 in single core and 3216 in the multi-core score on the closed beta version. And on this open beta, the device scores 909 in single core and 3215 in the multi-core score, which is a bit better than what we saw on OS 11 and similar to the closed beta version. Similarly on the Antutu, the device used to score 6,65,000 points and now it scores around 6,77,000 points, which is very decent overall. Though as always, good benchmark scores do not mean that the performance will be good in real world as well. I also tested the device for throttling issues if any and ran the test for like 10 odd minutes. And no, it did not have any issues in that part as well, which is great. Next up, in the camera application, well, everything is similar to what you get with OS 11. So the exact same UI and the way it works is also similar with the similar output as well, as you can see in the images I took. Some issues that were there with OS like discoloration on the 2x mode, well, that is still there. And I would have been happier to see improvements in this area, but sadly they did not work on anything and still here it is as is. Now jumping into the settings, and the UI here is a lot like what we used to have with ColorOS 11, and that will stay kinda same with OS 12 as well. First thing that I observed is the dual Wi-Fi acceleration mode. It is finally back with this build, and so is the dual channel acceleration, which adds up in giving a faster Wi-Fi experience, as you can use two Wi-Fi networks at the same time, or Wi-Fi network and mobile data together to have a better experience in case of slowdowns. Plus the dark mode, which used to be grey on OS, is totally pitch black on this one. And it wasn't hard to implement it, but it just looks great overall. Also it reduces that purple fringing that we used to see on OS here and there. Plus this also has 3 kinds of dark mode, which is good to have. Also the Google feed on home screen is missing from this China only alpha build, so keep that in mind. Oh, and some of you must be wondering about auto call recording and other Google applications. Well, you don't need all that, as it comes inbuilt with its own dialer application that has the auto call recording feature, and it records each and every call without any issues. So you don't need any OnePlus dialer contacts and anything like that, and many of you will appreciate the convenience it provides. But there is one new feature that can be seen, and that is this PC Connect mode, for which you have to download this PC Connect application from the Oppo website, and it works like the My Phone application on Samsung devices. You can take notes, run applications when your phone is nearby, and even copy clipboard stuff directly to your PC, which sounds cool, but it did not work flawlessly to be honest. which might be due to the beta nature of this ColorOS. In the personalized part, well, there is a lot of stuff that you can tweak on your device. From a dedicated theme store that is useless and is in Chinese, to various always on display themes that look really good. And there are a bunch of options available for the always on display, along with the canvas AOD. Also, I might not like the UI, but I definitely like the in-display fingerprint animation, especially this Doctor Strange type one. It looks really neat and the fingerprint scanner also works fine for now. You also get a lot of multitasking tools like this sidebar that can open any of your apps in just one click from anywhere, and this helps in quick switching between the applications. You also get bubble support from some of the popular applications like WhatsApp and Telegram, and there is also this mini window option that can help you in multitasking. And all these features combined can be really useful. The one-handed mode is also there with this ColorOS 12 and it works more like Pixel phones now. You also get fast face unlock with this one. Next up in the convenience tools, you get a lot of customizations to choose from, like the screenshot gestures, off-screen gestures, screenshot controls and more. There is also an iPhone-like assistive ball feature that helps you in doing many of the quick actions, and it helps sometimes. You can also customize your quick launch apps and set it to anything you like, which is quite handy. And in the similar way, you get a lot of other features to choose from, like the scenario-based enhancement in Dolby Atmos and other stuff. So feel free to explore even more. Lastly, the RAM expansion feature has also been introduced with this one. That will increase the system RAM to up to 3 GB if needed. And on these flagships, it is of no use, but it's good to have it nonetheless. So for what it's worth in the number of features, it's hard to say that something has been left out of this ColorOS 12. And if you like custom UIs, this is good. Though for better or worse, this is the future of OnePlus phones. And I'm happy that they made the whole system smooth and refined, but the older users might not like this new UI. But it's much better than OxygenOS 12 that still looks like it minus the customizations. Like if it has to look the same, why not just bring everything at once? If I say on day-to-day tasks, it was fine for me for like one day or so, and there were some minor bugs in the closed beta versions, which I hope are not there now. And yes, the 90 FPS support in BGMI is there, along with the new gaming mode that has a ton of information and bloat as well, which you will have to ignore. There is no other option. The gameplay was fine, and even though the 120Hz mode is enabled, the game still runs at 60Hz. And also the older way to force 120Hz just won't work here. But I have found a way to force 120Hz on all applications, and I'll drop a card to that video whenever it is ready. So you can also play the BGMI in 90 FPS, and the game did run fine. Though the FPS wasn't stable at 90, but still feels a lot smoother. And I'll test it out even more and share with you guys how it feels like. Lastly, the wideband level is L1 and apps like Google Pay work just fine, though the safety net fails and some banking apps might not work on this one. I also checked the DRM info application and the DRM level is wideband L1 only. The battery life is something I am still testing as of now, but it looks like it will be close to what I got with OxygenOS 11 or even better. So let's see how it goes. Overall, if you don't care about some banking applications and some minor bugs, well, feel free to try this one. And now the process to install this one on your OnePlus 8 series device. OnePlus 8T. Well, that's actually really easy. Just follow me and you don't need a PC or something for this. First up, you need to download the zip file from the link in description area. And make sure you are on OxygenOS 11, any version. Now after downloading the zip file, make sure it is not kept inside any folder. So cut it out and paste it in your internal storage. Now after that, all you have to do is go to settings, now go to system, click on system updates option and click on this gear icon on the top right corner. Now choose the local upgrade option from the list. And after that, choose the zip file we just downloaded and click on this OK button and your device will start installing ColorOS 12 on your OnePlus 8T. So now just wait till it's done and reboot your device and you are all set. Now it is quite possible that some of you might not like the ColorOS 12 and you wish to go back to OxygenOS 11. So that's alright too. Now all you have to do is download the application that I've provided in the description area and this will help you to install the rollback file. Also make sure you back up all your data first as this will erase everything from your device. Now you have to download the rollback zip that is mentioned in the description area itself. After this, install the APK that we downloaded in the first place. And now open this application and click on this gear icon on the top right corner. Now choose the rollback zip file that we downloaded in the previous step. Now click on the OK button and it will start installing this one on your device. And once it's complete, it will ask you to reboot. So after rebooting, you will be back to OxygenOS 11. As simple as that. Anyways, if you end up liking this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and press that like button while you are at it. Thanks for watching this video and I'll see you guys in the next one.